It's time for Captain Radio.
Your attempts to deceive me and destroy the ship were easy to detect.
Not bad, Rust Bucket.
Compliment accepted.
Hello, I'm DeLano Hays playing Ace.
Hi, DeLano. How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm not speaking very well today, so I'm going to do my best.
All right, it's all good.
So, tell me, what was it like doing Ace?
Well, so you have to think about, there were a lot of things I had to think about when I was coming up with the voice for Ace because, it's a robot. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that. You and I had like a very brief discussion at the beginning of, did we want it to be like incredibly robotic or more of this android, human adapted thing? And we tried to come up with something in the middle. And so a lot of what I did with it was thinking about how pre-programmed would sound, saying these where you're saying the words, but you're saying every letter, even in words that you might not say every letter. And, there's a point where I'm doing a countdown and I'm saying it, every single number is the same. And it took, it's really hard to do that. You have to sit there and think about it and say, okay, no, this is the exact way I'm going to say this. And I was really worried at first that it wasn't going to work out. I think it worked out far better than like I could have ever expected. It really helped push that character in a direction of, yes, this is an android. Yes, it can adapt to what's going on around it. And, clearly has a friendship with Captain Radio, is clearly trying to protect him from things going on. But at the end of the day, it is a robot,
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. But, I had so much fun listening to it because to be honest, I didn't hear some of your lines. I listened to it a little bit, but when we got a chance to really hear you do the full script, I was like, this is incredible. This is really great. And so I'm just kind of curious. We're all over the place, right? Like I'm in Texas right now. We have people over there. Where did you do your recording?
I did them from my couch in Flagstaff. So I just got comfortable and, we had our scripts split up. So I tried not to do all of them in a row because I just didn't want to have that weariness at the end of it. You start second guessing yourself and saying, oh, should I do this over again? So, put it aside for a little bit, come back, put it aside, come back. And, it's great though that you can just sit at home and do these things now and not have to be in a studio. I mean, the studio's nice, but my couch is comfortable.
Oh God, yeah, my couch is amazing, and I get to hang out with my dog and do all these things. Yep. I love it.
I had to stop a recording at one point because one of my dogs was snoring next to me, and so I had to kind of like kick her off and into the next room to be like, all right, let's do this again.
Oh my God. I love that. So I'm curious, what was your favorite, do you have like a favorite line or a favorite episode that you've done?
My favorite episode is the sirens. I loved this idea of like, there's this power out there drawing in the humans, and Ace is like completely unaffected. Ace doesn't even hear it. It's like it's not detected. And I just love that concept where it's something you don't really think about. Like, no, a machine wouldn't be affected by that. And it really does, again, set that apart of like, you almost start forgetting that Ace is a robot, but then this happens and you're like, oh yeah.
What was the biggest hurdle for you doing this role?
Just finding the voice, finding what was going to work for this character. I played around with it a lot on my own. I tried different versions. I tried, okay, what would this sound like if I just spoke normally? Or would this sound like if I got really robotic. And what I came up with, I think, is really a good fit between those two things. It just, it really does create this lovable character, a little annoying at times because it's a robot. That's what happens with robots. But, that was my whole process, was just, okay, let's record this and listen to it. And did I like that? No. Okay, let's try something different. And once I had it down, it was really, really easy to go from episode to episode with that. I did listen back to kind of make sure I was falling into that right rhythm. So I would go to my previous recordings and listen to it before I recorded the next one, just because I wanted to make sure I could match that as closely as possible.
Who is your inspiration? Did you
Okay,
have one?
so part of there's a couple things that I was thinking of when I started doing this. Of course, there's the android from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think that's the first one that comes to mind. But Alan Rickman is just such a really dry voice for that, and he does emote a lot, and I didn't want to be emoting as much, and so I went from there and just kind of backed it off and was like, okay, how can I get this so it's less of an emotional reaction? But that was probably my number one source, was like, okay, like the this is the closest thing to what this character is. And I think the first thing I'd thrown out at you was like, do you want it more like, a straight robot, or like Sigourney Weaver, thinking of like that recording from Finding Dory where she's like, I'm Sigourney Weaver, I'm like thinking like that's the epitome of just like the most human voice you could have. And so landing smack dab between the two of them.
I'm excited for the new season. I've already gotten a taste of the some of the other scripts. I know you guys haven't seen them yet, but it's already going to be. I'm already really excited and jazzed to get this going. Like, I'm really hopeful
Nice.
for it. So, I want to thank you for your brief period of time here. We're going to hear more from you coming up in the new season. There's going to be a lot more interactions with Ace and Captain Radio about their relationship together. So. I want to say thank you again, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thanks for listening in, folks, and hope you enjoy the next season.
Until next time. Be sure to check out the adventures of Captain Radio on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get podcasts. In the meantime, you can go like and follow Obscure Studios on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or head over to our website at obscurestudios.net.
Hello, I'm DeLano Ace. That's not me at all.